Hey there, YouTube land. And so I was just watching Blu-ray Analysis, one of his out about videos. It gave me an idea to make something well, I'm not going to say different. I always say different, but it's not really different because it's about movies, and my channel is about, well, it's about movies. So tonight I decided to do one on Blu-rays that you need to have in your collection, or I need to have, and bought them because I thought I needed to have them, and hopefully I did, because if not, then all this time, energy has been wasted. So let's hope not, huh? All right, starting off, here's the movies that I think are really good, or I think that you really are just kind of cool things you should have in your collection. I'll tell you what as we go along. This may be a long video. Hope you like it. Sit back. I'm not going to pause it right now. Go get your popcorn, go get your snacks, whatever. Not that I'm saying I'm that entertaining, but it just might be a while. Who knows? Maybe this will get done in 5. Let's try. First up is Pulp Fiction. I am a huge Tarantino fan. I make no bones about the fact that I like Tarantino. I have not seen, for me personally, he hasn't done a bad movie. Not one. I know he hasn't done a lot of movies, but nothing that he's done has been bad. Nothing that he's written, anyway, and directed. I love True Romance. Do not have that in my collection. I really need to get that. But Pulp Fiction is something I completely, utterly, 110% fell in love with. I just think the way this is done is incredible. All the acting in this is amazing. It's just top notch. I mean, this is filmmaking, and the dialogue is so crisp, just so surreal. I'm not sure if everybody or anybody really talks this way, but come on, and look at this set. You open it up, you got Uma Thurman, who looks absolutely stunning, the way Uma Thurman always looks. A ton of special features. Here we go. Let's see if we can get them to go. I'm going to try and do that. So there, guys. If you want to pause, you can read them. Hopefully, I hope it's not too blurry. You open it up, and yes, we have the Blu-ray and the DVD. I gotta say, I really do love the picture. And the way it should be, picture in the back. Just cool stuff. There's lots of really good stuff on this. We've got Siskel and Ebert on here. We got Critics Corner. I got a documentary, production design featurette, Charlie Rose interview. Why did I sound so excited about a production design featurette? And doesn't this like kind of look cool and kind of like faded and pulpy and stuff like that? I like that. 10 years from now, it'll probably look like that anyway, without the fake faded stuff. Next up is one, it's a personal favorite of mine, based on an amazing film, Seven Samurai, which is a favorite of mine by Kurosawa. But it's not here because what I did was when I made up this list, I left out all Scream Factories, all Arrows, all Criterions, because those are going to be separate type lists. So if you look, say, why doesn't he have any Criterions? Why isn't Seven Samurai in this one here? Why isn't, well, challenging myself to make more videos that actually show off more of my collection in unique and different ways. Hope that came across good. Anyway, the Magnificent Seven collection. I love the Magnificent Seven as a kid. I really did. I thought like Yul Brynner was ultra cool, but okay, who's it? James Coburn. I think it's James Coburn, this one. He's the knife throwing guy, right? He was just super cool in that movie. And we all know what happens in Magnificent Seven. It's a cool film. I can sit down and watch this anytime. It's just one that if it's on TV, I turn it on, I just immediately get drawn into it. It's just one of, that guy movie for me that I really like. And I watch a lot of girly movies. I gotta be honest with you there. I do watch some pretty girly films when I'm not watching my horror stuff. I've seen Mean Girls a lot. Pitch Perfect. I really like Pitch Perfect. Yeah, a lot. I was actually really excited to see the trailer for Pitch Perfect 2. Yeah. Anyway, this one here as the Magnificent Seven collection. It has Magnificent Seven, the original. It has Return of the Magnificent Seven, Guns of the Magnificent Seven, and the Magnificent Seven Ride Again. I'm finding it hard to say that. You're going to see Yul Brynner play, is it Chris Adams, I think? Is that this character's name? And then you're going to see him played by George Kennedy. So, Yul Brynner's role is taken over by George Kennedy. But still, Magnificent Seven. And in the last movie, that Chris Adams is played by Lee Van Cleef. Names in a hat. I'm guessing Chris Adams' role was chosen by Western actor names in a hat. Because none of these guys look anything like the other person. Or act, or resemble, or seem. Anyway. This one I got for very, very cheap. And it's a fantastic set. You just open it up. Each has their own disc. You know, I don't think there's many features on the other discs. They're just, you know, pretty bare bones. The Magnificent Seven, though, that does have a lot of features. Cool stuff. Audio commentary, stuff like that. Next up is one that was given to me by a great pal of mine, Todd Iwanowitz. He was watching my channel early on. And he saw more than me than I did. And actually sent me a Blu-ray because he enjoyed my channel. And that was awesome. So, anytime I can show this to do. This is the one, these are the breaks. Snaps, I take on a different level. It's a different type, so yeah, I'm sneaking them in there. I don't have very many of them. So it's The Definitive Document of the Dead, a really good documentary, guys. I'm a really big documentary fan. I make no bones about the fact that I love documentaries. This actually has the poster of this on the inside. This has the 66-minute, 79-minute version of the film. 66-minute, 1979 version of the film, plus the all-new version. There's a brand new audio commentary. It's one of those documentaries that you really had to see. And it's great to have it on Blu-ray. Gotta open some and show you. Very, very cool. Synapse just does such amazing stuff. I really am in love with that company. I need to get more of their stuff. They had a sale on 50% sale, but I couldn't get it to work. I kept trying. And they kept getting this like not going through, so I missed out on that one day, on that one weekend sale. I was so disappointed because I had like a stack chosen. It's gonna be my last big stack, and I ended up getting other stuff afterwards. But I wish I got the snaps. I really wanted the snaps, and I've been hoping to get some this year for Christmas. But I think I'm just getting Super Smash Brothers because we're not doing Christmas presents this year. But there were like certain Snaps ones that I was really looking forward to. But another time I shall get my Snaps trailer tapes and stuff like that. 42nd Street Forevers and all those. Anyway, curtains. Prom night. Own them. They are amazing transfers. I'm serious. These are cheesy Canadian 80s horror flicks. They should not look this good. They do look this good. They look amazing. There are great features on these things. But these films look incredible. I cannot believe that Prom Night looks like this. I cannot believe that Curtains actually looks as good as Curtains does. They hit it out of the park on their transfers. And the features on these movies were just unbelievable. Stuff that you really, you gotta see them. I mean, if a friend has them, get a loan of them or something like that. If you like horror at all, Curtains and Snaps, Curtains from Snaps and Prom Night, just amazing, amazing transfers. Some great features on here. There's a really great one on here talking about the making of Curtains. man, that was a messed up deal that went on there. Two completely different films amalgamated to make a really cool film, despite what the producer and director wanted to do. Uh, Same thing here. Probably just a great featurette in there with the Horrors of Hamilton. I just got a commentary. I haven't checked it yet. I totally got to check the commentaries on these things. I really like commentaries. Usually when I go to bed now, if I'm not listening to a podcast, I put on a commentary of a movie, and I kind of let it just like drift in. Maybe that's where the movie knowledge comes from. You know, it just sinks in sometimes. Next up is a set, and it's a great set. It's one that I better have wanted for a long time. Indiana Jones: The Complete Adventures, and it is actually complete. It opens up like this. It's a really cool book. You got a map on it. We got an Indiana Jones Where's the Lost Ark. Beautiful poster art. Some great stills from the movie. Indiana Jones and Temple of Doom. Great poster. You know, some more great stills from the movie because the movies are right here. I love this here, man. This is gorgeous. Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. Again, some more gorgeous artwork and poster and stills and all that. It's fun, I guess. It's not a very good movie, but I'll watch it. And of course, bonus features with another pictures and some great artwork. Honestly, this is really worth owning for the bonus features. The first three movies alone. The fourth one's kind of just a given, a freebie. Think of it as a freebie, even if you never watch it. Look at how gorgeous this is. Look at how gorgeous the art in this thing is. You gotta own it. I mean, Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. I can watch it. I mean, it's not horrible. It's not the quality of the other movies, and Harrison Ford is probably smart not to make a lot more of these, but he probably will. Anyway, next up. This might be one of the favorite things that I have in my collection. By the way, if you're wondering why I didn't use any of the stuff up there, I thought about it. And out of the stuff up there that you see behind me, the thing that's holding the giant lobster head, the huge Harry Potter set, is probably the most extravagant thing that I have on Blu-ray. And I looked into it, and it is freaking gorgeous. And if you at all like Harry Potter, and you find it for a good price, or you have the clams to put down for that actual set, it's amazing. But it's heavy. It's really heavy. So, yeah, that was going to be included. But see that? It's heavy. My back, not good. Just saying. Awesome. But this one here is one of my favorites. From probably one of my favorite directors, if not my favorite director of all time. And it's the Alfred Hitchcock Masterpiece Collection. Truly belongs in everybody's collection. Everybody. I mean, if you like movies at all, you gotta own this baby. This is probably a lot cheaper to buy now than it was when it came out. I got this. It cost my better half a bit. This was a surprise gift. I had no idea I was getting this one. Christmas that I got it, and you know, got here. I always make the audience suffer as much as possible. So I give a little thumbs up, thumbs down. Well, I'm gonna love all these movies, but I'll tell you, which is like there's The Saboteur. Great little film. Shadow of a Doubt. Shadow of a Doubt, by the way, is my favorite Alfred Hitchcock film. Not sure if I've mentioned this on it before. Probably did. I've done over 1,000 videos, so somewhere along the line that probably came out. Shadow of a Doubt with Joseph Cotten and oh God, I can look on there, but I'm trying not to. Teresa Wright. Yeah, is my all-time favorite Alfred Hitchcock film. It was only years later when I was reading the book by Donald Spoto about Hitchcock's life and his films that I found out that Hitchcock was a very personal favorite of his as well. This had happened during the time that his mother had passed on, and there was a lot of personal touches in Shadow of a Doubt. I liked Shadow of a Doubt because I thought it had heart for a Hitchcock film. The character of Uncle Charlie was cool, kind of creepy. Macdonald Carey did a really good job in this for for the role that he had to do. I just love that the old town feel of it. Uh, I love those old town type movies. I'm such a softie. I can get sucked into those old. Oh God. Oh, I can't remember the director's name. Hmm. That guy that makes all those nice, happy movies with James Stewart. Come on, guys. What am I talking about here? I'm not feeling too professionally right now. Yeah, I haven't been feeling the best the last couple of days. But this is killing me. I'm totally not going to check on my phone because it's bugging me. Totally. This is going to be completely out of my own mind. Capra, Frank Capra. I'm an idiot tonight. But yeah, it's got a Capra-esque feel to it, kind of a dark Capra feel, which is really cool. And I just really love this movie. It's always been a favorite. I always go back to watch it over and over again. I love the opening, the dance to the... Anyway, let's go on. Rope is another one that I really enjoy. Not everybody likes Rope. It's more of a talkier, stagey type film. There's a reason for that, but I thought the acting was really good. I thought that the shots were done extremely well. And there's a lot of clever directing in Rope. I think it's one of his more underrated works. Rear Window, of course, is a fantastic film. The Trouble with Harry is it his best film? No, but is it a good comedy, black comedy film? Yes, it is a great black comedy film, and one that I really enjoy. It's just really fun. What do we have next? Sticking. The Man Who Knew Too Much. Not the best version of The Man Who Knew Too Much. The best version is the original version. This is pretty Hollywood for Hitchcock. We got James Stewart, we got Doris Day, singing Que Sera Sera. It's really nice and it's very pretty, and I love the fact that it's set in Morocco because my better half is from Morocco and she's there right now actually. But it's technically proficient film. It's done in Marrakesh where my better half is, and I like that. I love James Stewart. Doris Day, I was totally in love with. Love the song Que Sera Sera. Is it as good as the original? No, it's not. The other one is more tightly focused with stronger characterization. And it's got Peter Lorre for one. And just some really, really great work. But this one here, this one was put in, I think this was more for, kind of like when Argento came over and did Trauma. Well, not like bad like that, but this was his Hollywood movie. Vertigo, we gets back into being like Hitchcock that I know again, doing more of his. Again, we got James Stewart and Kim Novak, but a really dark film, kind of the way Hitchcock I think he really wanted to go and take stuff, but he was drawn back by Hollywood sometimes to do more pleasing films, I guess. Next up is these get thank God these are Blu-rays, because they get sliding down in the things, because Next up is North by Northwest. Yeah, I love this movie. Again, Cary Grant. Psycho, it's a classic. Wasn't one of my favorites growing up, though. I think I was so hyped by all that I read about Psycho. I even read a book where they went shot by shot on the shower scene. And I think I got so hyped that when I got to see Psycho, I was a little underwhelmed. I really enjoyed the camera angles that were done and the way that it was, but a little bit was spoiled for me, and that took a bit of the bite away, I think. And it wasn't until years later I really could appreciate Psycho for the filmmaking that was in it. I still, again, I don't think it's one of his better works, but I think it's a classic and a fantastic film. Not his best film, but one definitely a great film. I'm not gonna come here and tell you Psycho's not one of the great shot films. It really is a great shot film. The Birds, I like it. It's okay. Marnie, Yellow. This was nobody's favorite film. Not Sean Connery's, not Alfred Hitchcock's, not Tippi Hedren's. No. It's alright. Torn Curtain. I remember Torn Curtain for the murder scene of this, oh God, it's a soldier or something like that. They're trying to kill him. Julie Andrews and Paul Newman are trying to kill this guy. And it was so well done and so realistic, so brutal. And I don't remember much about Torn Curtain, but I will always forever remember that scene. And just fantastic. Topaz. I haven't watched this one in years. I don't remember Topaz. Oh, damn, Forsyth. It's alternate endings. Okay, I remember nothing about this film. Absolutely zero. This one I remember a lot. Frenzy. Again, the Hitchcock loved to shoot murders, and he did it really well in this movie. Frenzy is probably closer to what Hitchcock wanted to make in his later years than anything else you'll see here, like a Topaz or a Torn Curtain or anything like that. Those are movies that Hitchcock made. He did, but Frenzy is what is something more along the lines of what he wanted to do. Hitchcock was obsessed with sexuality and darkness and murder, and that's cool. That's kind of what the whole motif behind a lot of his films are. But he really gets into the darkness here, and he really kind of gets to the sexual. I mean, it was. I really did love this film. I really love Frenzy. I know it gets a bad rap sometimes, but I really liked it. And Family Plot was his last film. It's more comedic type thing again. We've gone back to that, and here we go, the end. So there's some great films on there. I have another Hitchcock set that should be in this video, but it's not. But it's going to be. So. Notorious, Rebecca, and Spellbound. 3 films that I really, really enjoy. Do they belong? Yes, they do. They are incredible films. Do you know what I don't have on Blu-ray? Is it on Blu-ray? You guys can let me know. Is this movie on Blu-ray? Strangers on a Train. If it is, I got to get that because that's an Alfred Hitchcock one that I really enjoy. That isn't on either one of these sets. Why not? I really like Strangers on a Train. It was a really good movie. I like Patricia Highsmith, right? Yeah, the girl that did Talent Miss Ripley. Yeah, she wrote that one too. Next up, the Alien Anthology. Again, one that everybody should really gotta have it. It's amazing. And this here set is so well done. This is kind of the way with Blu-rays now for sets and that, but they're not like in their individual cases anymore and stuff. Not usually. You get sets like these, and they come up, you open them up, and you get this like gorgeous book. There'll be like some writing in the front. This is cool. It's like a book, isn't it? Then you got, I don't love the way these are done. Alien. Again, another picture. That's the pilot. We have Aliens, a fantastic film. Beautiful, beautiful film. And then we get another picture. Kind of, stay away from her, you bitch type thing. Then David Fincher's much maligned Alien 3. If ever there was a movie with promise and pissed me off at the same time, I was a Newt fan. Yeah. Anyway, Fincher is a brilliant genius. There's no denying that. But there's problems with this film. I would love to really see his actual definitive, his own director's cut. I don't know, give Scream Factory somebody a chance and they'll bring him in like Clive Barker and actually put the money behind it. And here we're having, of course, that picture and Alien Resurrection. It's pretty. Is it the best film? No, it's not. Yeah, I enjoyed it though. It's fun. It's cool for what, like water aliens, stuff like that. Then there's 2 more discs. I think these are DVD though. Making the Alien Anthology, the Alien Anthology Archives. A lot of features. And I mean, like, there's a book like just this is all about. This is not about the movies. This is about all the features. How to basically go through. I mean, there's a lot of features. See that? Those are features. Those are features. There's a lot of features. But honestly, guys, really seriously pick this up if you ever get the chance. If you don't have this one in your collection, you owe it to yourself to have the Alien Anthology. Isn't it pretty? Shiny, pretty stuff. I like it. Creepy stuff now. Oh, one creepy thing. The Exorcist. This is the edition I want. There's a cool... It's not cool for me. I'm actually getting into digibooks a lot more than I used to. But I got a few now. I like this edition better than the digibook. I love this art. I really, really fell in love with this art. I don't know why I never owned The Exorcist before, but when I saw this, I just had to have it. This has 3 discs, by the way. It's got like the extended director's cut, the original theatrical cut, and special features. I think these special features they're kind of a short special features thing, but it's like features that weren't available before. Yeah, there's a letter in here from Friedkin, by the way. Not only that, but there's this like little book, the Friedkin Connection. This basically talks about the making of The Exorcist. Got some great pictures and stuff. Just some really, really amazing stuff in here. A really great one to have. Highly recommend it. Beautiful set. Beautiful set. Return of the Living Dead. This is the only version of this that you should have. And you want to know why? Because this is the one from England. So get yourself a Region 2 Blu-ray player. It's really worth it. I mean, it'll change the way you buy movies. And pick this one up. Limited Special Edition. This one here has got a fantastic print of Return of the Living Dead. But beyond that, and which is a fantastic film, it has More Brains, Return to the Living Dead, the movie. They're like the full, like, really long, like 2.5 hour, I think. 2.5 hours, yes, 2 hours, 2.5 hours documentary. Plus, it has the features that came with that documentary as well. You got like More Brains, 2 hours of bonus features. You got the origin of the Living Dead, the FX of the Living Dead, Party Time, where you talk about the music and actually talk to the person that did it. There's a Ernie's notepad, which is a Ernie the mortician guy, because you know they got Bert and Ernie. Look at that, tired. How can you not want this? And look at this here. I can't, sorry. The art behind here has okay, I'll show you this art instead. How awesome is that? Yeah, I know. The other side had the girl that Linnea Quigley played, and I think she was topless. So I know it's a drawing, but don't want to get me in trouble with YouTube. Next up is the one that, and kind of the reason that I actually started making this video. I was watching Blu-ray Anonymous' video. I was out and about a while back, and he was in a FYE in that. And so he was looking at Showgirls, and he said there was a slip cover to Showgirls, but he's never seen it. So I thought, I said, I got that slip cover. I'm sure I do. So, yes, because everybody should own the cheesiness that is Showgirls. And get this edition. This is actually really cool. The 15th Anniversary Sensational Edition. I know this is not a great, good movie, but I really dug, like, I get a kick out of watching this film. It's just, people have made drinking games out of this film. It's like a party film. Just incredibly crazy plotline, inane acting, some of the worst sex scenes you're ever going to see in your entire life. It's so weird. It's almost Lynchian weird in its craziness. But I addictively love this film, and I really do. I don't know why. It's a movie that I like. And if you can get the slip, it's very shiny. If you haven't figured this out yet, I like shiny. I'm like one of those like kids with keys, man. Get me for hours with keys. Next up, a digibook. One of my faves, actually. I love this movie. I just got to say, it's with one of my favorite directors of all time. And it's Stanley Kubrick's Doctor Strangelove, or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb. Peter Sellers is amazing in this film. He plays so many roles. We've got George C. Scott in this one as well. I think Slim Pickens. Yeah, Slim Pickens is in this one. Some great stuff. There's Blu-ray exclusives on this one here. Kind of it's a popular trivia track. Some great features. But overall, Kubrick, it's a masterpiece. Kubrick is a genius. And in my opinion, I think Kubrick's a genius. Just look at that. Love this art. I was always into the steelbooks and not so much into the digibooks. And then I kind of turned around because steelbooks are they're cool, but they kind of get scratchy and stuff. And I like the book part of the digibook. And I kind of came into a few when I bought my whole collection. I kind of liked them a little bit more. Classic time. The Rocky Horror Picture Show 35th Anniversary Edition. You gotta own this. Great digibook. Has amazing features on it. Look at this. See, this is the way these gotta be put in. This is the way that they should be put in. Not like slitted. See, because I put it in this way. This one too. Yeah. No. That's pretty cool, but I kind of dig this. Kind of dig the way this comes. You know, like that. People are like, oh, it might fall out. No. It's pretty good, actually. There's some great pictures in here. Just gotta make sure they're decent pictures. Sure. There we go. The Birth of Rocky. I love this movie. I mean, I'm a huge Rocky Horror Picture Show fan. I actually put off a Rocky Horror Picture Show, a showing of it, back at a university when I was, years ago. That one was Halloween, and I put off a showing of a double feature of Rocky Horror Picture Show and Plan 9 from Outer Space. I did it for a university. I wasn't going to the university. I just, I'm a film buff. I love really cool bad movies and stuff like that. And this is a very cool film. I dig it a lot, and this is a really nice digibook. It's less than $10 too. I think I got it for $5. Next up is gorgeous. Actually, this may be my most gorgeous digibook that I have, in my opinion. And tell me what you think. The Shawshank Redemption. I really like this movie. I like the book, the novella I read. Spoilers. And again, this is just an incredible looking digibook. It's got some great stuff, some cool reading in here as well. A lot of some digibooks just have pictures, but this one actually does have some some decent reading. Still got pictures and stuff like that. I try to be really careful with the digibooks because they're so gorgeous and you want to keep the pages all intact. Next up is my favorite in the whole Dark Knight series of films. Batman. A lot of people love the Nolan films, and I think that they are technically proficiently good films. I didn't like Bale, and I love Bale's acting, man. But he's so far off base with Batman. It's insane, and that's just me. That's my opinion. I'm of another generation too, so take that into consideration. This is my Batman. I mean, I went to see this movie in 1989. I was just graduated from high school. Yeah, you can know my age. And I went to see this. I was excited about going to see this movie. I was bringing some movies back to our local VHS rental place, which actually was like a trailer, where this people had bought a bunch of VHS and rented them out to people around town. It was a small town, small community I lived in. And there's this post had been taken out, and there's a hole, and lots of space around it. My foot lands firmly down in that hole as I'm going forward. And I don't break it, but I sprained it really bad on my crutches. So, 1989, man, I am on crutches in a massive lineup to watch this movie. And it did not disappoint. I was really nervous because Michael Keaton, I could not picture as Batman at all when I was going to see the film. I even tried like drawing him on there and trying to figure it out how I was going to do it. But he blew me away. Just the subtlety of his acting. There was no type voice needed. It just blew me away the way that he just portrayed the character. And sometimes just with certain subtle movements or looks in his eyes or the way he held his glasses. Man, I love this movie. I really do. I love your features. And what I do love, and this will show you that I'm an 80s kid too. Prince did the soundtrack of this. It's actually pretty cool. Danny Elfman is awesome. By the way, it's got a comic book too. Who doesn't want their Batman to have a comic book? Excerpt from a comic book adaptation. Isn't that awesome? That's awesome. And they gave Joker an origin, but it's an origin that, you know what? I can dig it. I can get into that line of Joker's origin being that, because Lord knows they haven't given Joker any other good origin anyway, so why not? Next up, Marley. My better half is an enormous Bob Marley fan, and when she said she wanted to, with all the movies that we bought a lot of it. So you haven't seen those videos. I bought an actual collection, a movie collector's collection, entire collection. And one of the films in this that I got was Marley, and it was the first thing that my better half wanted to watch. It was a 144-minute long documentary, and although I like documentaries, I was so not gonna watch it. But we started watching this, and man, this is incredible. This is an amazing, amazing documentary about an incredible musical talent. Honestly, you get the chance to pick this up, pick it up. You'll thank me. It's a really good documentary, really well done. I don't know what else to say. Just, it was 144 minutes long, and it flew by. It really flew by. I love this one. Next up, because not everything can be serious and stuff. Pick this one up. Seriously, you'll have fun. It'll be a nice evening, or a few evenings. Chuck Norris action pack. I kid you not. I have fun with this. Code of Silence. I love this movie actually. I saw it when I was younger. Lone Wolf McQuade. Missing in Action. Missing in Action 2, the beginning, the better one in my opinion actually. And the Delta Force. How can you not want that? How can you not want to have that? Chuck Norris will roundhouse kick you if you do not buy this set. And I got this for really cheap. I mean, I told my cousin that this was out there. He literally got off the phone, got into his car, and sped down to Costco to pick up the set. And by the way, this was on the outside of it. It's like 5 Blu-rays a pack a punch thing. But I put it on there because it looks cool, doesn't it? Yeah. Chuck Norris action pack. Gotta have it. Gotta get it. Must own. Really fun stuff. Next up is from my great, great friend Sammy, Failure 517. And I was extremely touched to get these ones here, because he knew that I wanted these, and on Blu-ray. And they're such great stuff. But it's a triple feature anyway. That are 3 Blu-rays. And it's got Stanley Kubrick's 2001, A Clockwork Orange, and The Shining. I'm a huge fan of Stanley Kubrick. If you watch my channel, then you'll get to see me talk sometimes about my favorite directors like Kubrick and Hitchcock and Argento, people like that. But I just love these movies. Clockwork Orange was a favorite of mine. And a lot of people don't like it. They think it's, it's overly violent or blah, 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 whatever it promotes. But I thought it was a good movie. I really did. I liked the way it was done. I thought that Malcolm McDowell, this was one of his greatest roles. 2001 was an incredible film. It's just beautiful. I like it more every time that I see it, actually, 2001. 2001 was one that I was like, oh, that's okay. what's the deal with the space baby and all that stuff, the Star Child. But again, and The Shining, watch this one and then watch Room 237. Seriously, it's just fun. It's a fun night. Not a good adaptation of Stephen King's book, but an amazingly beautiful horror film in and of its own right. Just incredible stuff. It's a 3-pack. You know, grab yourself up 3 Stanley Kubricks for probably for a pittance. For a pittance, I tell you. For a pittance. That's an English thing, right? Okay, we're going to go with that. Next up. Next up is one that I found for a really, really good price. Couldn't pass it up. I wanted to get this film. It was just after Christmas, I think, that I picked this one up. And great movie. Had no idea, though, when I saw it, when I picked it up, because I hadn't seen it. I hadn't gone to the theater and see it. I knew a bit about it, because I knew about the story. But I saw this box. It was shiny. And I just had to have it. Argo. If you ever wondered if Ben Affleck could do a good Batman or do an intense type role, just go watch Argo, man. This is an awesome freaking film. This one and The Town, yeah. Those are 2 great Ben Affleck films. Ben Affleck's really underrated, and he's coming to his own as a director and an actor. You know, I think he's going to do a great job as Batman. He's going to be an older Batman. He's going to be more weary and kind of worn. And I'm kind of digging that. But this isn't about Batman. It's about Argo. Isn't this an awesome one? Look, so there's a big set. It's got a book. It's got like a fake ID. It actually has a poster to the fake movie that they were going to be making. That was kind of their cover things. They were like filmmakers. Really, really cool movie. Really enjoyed this one. This is the one that I will watch. And I have watched a couple times. So it's one I will definitely watch again. Argo's a fun movie. I just liked it. We are almost done for this video. You're thinking, thank God, it's almost 45 minutes. What are you doing to us here? What's all these long videos for? But this is what am I going to talk about? Relax. This is a good one. It's horror. I have a few horror collections. I have this is not the last one. This is one of the last ones. The Halloween set is not here because I have the Blu-ray set up there, and it's part of the Scream Factory one. That would be a Scream Factory one. But let's go. A Nightmare on Elm Street collection. Really enjoy the films. They're fun. Even the worst Nightmare on Elm Street film is a watchable film, which you can't say about some films. Hellraiser. But I enjoy these, and I enjoy the special features. I like the fact that we had 2 episodes of the Freddy's Nightmare series. They were random episodes. I really wish they would have been ones that dealt more with Freddy, but they just picked 2 kind of random ones, but I enjoyed them. There's a lot of features on here, and music videos from the movies and stuff like that. Because of course Freddy was the worst thing. The best thing about watching Nightmare on Elm Street when I was a kid was the fact that it was so steeped in the pop culture today. Unfortunately, that became one of its anchors later on down the road. When people started watching it later, it seemed very dated and very, and even some of the later films, if people weren't keeping up to date, the pop culture references at times in the films themselves were slightly outdated by the time the films were made. But that being said, this is a great, some great films. The first one's actually scary, and the last one is pretty cool too. And of course, 3 is a classic, and 2 was my favorite. It is so fun. Oh God, what were they thinking? How could they not know that it was the gayest horror movie ever made? And that's not a bad thing. But it is. I like this set. It's really cool. Last but not least, the complete Scream collection. You don't have to like the Scream movies, all of them, if you want to, but, you know, even if you like some of them, this has all of them. This is the Canadian edition that came out that has all 4 films. They all have features, Plus, this one has this bonus Blu-ray disc, and it's on Blu-ray, which is really cool because sometimes you get like bonus disc. And this, like, Nightmare on Elm Street had this, and the bonus features disc, and all of a sudden, DVD. Like you got all these Blu-rays, and all of a sudden, there's this DVD. There's one lone DVD by himself, and it's like, I don't know. I don't know why they didn't make me a Blu-ray. I'm just the bonus features. But in this one, they actually took the time to make a Blu-ray, and it's Still Screaming and Scream: The Inside Story. Two really great hour-and-a-half long documentaries on the Scream franchise. That's like not including the features that are already in this stuff. So get out, pick up the complete Scream collection. It came with the mask. When you're looking, if you see them and you see a bunch of them there, make sure that you have the Blu-ray edition because the DVD edition does not come with the bonus Blu-ray. Wouldn't come. It doesn't. This doesn't come in DVD format with that. I think these are all might be. Not sure, but I think these are pretty much bare bones on the DVD edition. If you got the DVD edition, let me know. And each mask is not made perfectly either. I had to go around to a couple of different stores, and I did a price match when I found the one that had a cool Scream mask. Not everyone was like as cool as the other one. Some were like, yeah. Anyway, those are movies that you should have in your Blu-ray collection. Movies that I think are worth owning. Movies that I think are fantastic, and those are just like a few. I'll do another one and add an addition, addendum, a part 2, a sequel, as I think them up. But for now, those movies there. There's some great ones there to get you started. Grab yourself an Alien anthology. Sit back and watch it with the family. Well, maybe. Aliens you could. Pick up some Chuck Norris. Get the Alfred Hitchcock collection and marvel in the masterworks of the master. Just get the Magnificent Seven. Have fun with it. Have a good movie night. Have a guy movie night. And then afterwards you can turn on Mean Girls and be all like, yeah, or Pitch Perfect, because it's a good movie. I like it. Pitch Perfect 2 is coming out. Did I mention that Pitch Perfect 2 is coming out? I didn't? Okay. It's coming out. Oh, one more thing. I am kind of a wrestling fan. I don't watch very much, but I actually watched last night's Survivor Series because I do have WWE Network. Really cheap way to get pay-per-views, and that's pretty much what I watch. And I watch documentary stuff. Really like documentaries. So, Sting. Wow. I kind of feel Dolph Ziggler put on an amazing performance. And I got to give credit to Cena for, going out, letting Ziggler shine and not hogging the spotlight. Because people always accuse Cena of doing that, but he didn't. But Sting comes out at the last. And I hope to God that Ziggler isn't lost in the shuffle of the fact that the person that people have been wanting to see come on the WWE for years, that I've dreamt of, showed up last night. I can't wait to watch Raw tonight, actually. I haven't watched Raw in ages. I'll turn it on. I PVR it, and I'll, zoom through it type thing. I used to watch TNA, too, but it got really, really... the wrestling was good, but I felt the production values had gone down, and it bothered me a little bit, which is a shame because they had some great stuff. And now we got to see them at all because they're on Discovery Channel. It's only in America. But anyway, Sting. Guys, Sting. Yes. It's going to make me watch wrestling again on a regular basis just to see Sting. I'm old school. Anyway, there's no way in hell I'm going to pick up all those movies and do a thing on that. I don't have to. It's not a haul video. Check them out. Let me know which ones of these you have. Which one of these you think should be in the collection. I know what you're going to say. Why isn't Lord of the Rings there? Because my better half's not here to make me put Lord of the Rings there. But it is a fantastic series of films. It's a great set. You should definitely have it. Wonderful movies. Peter Jackson's amazing. I just prefer prefer his horror stuff a little bit better. That's just me. I like a lot of fantasy stuff. I watch Game of Thrones, but I got to sit down and really watch Lord of the Rings. I haven't given them a chance. That's the truth. I prefer Harry Potter. I know. I lost geek cred right there, just saying that. But who knows? Maybe if I watched Lord of the Rings right through, try to get past the certain aspects of the film, so just driving up the wall, singing and all that stuff. Maybe I'll get into it. Maybe. But for me right now, after 50 minutes and a throat that is losing all lubrication, saliva, whatever at all, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you watch it. Like it, share it. Well, don't like it because I'm not going to put the thumbs thing on there. We got rid of that, didn't we? Because we realized that the thumbs thing is just some kind of like hogging, please praise me type thing. And we're not going to do it that way. Share me, though. Share me. Subscribe. Watch the video all the way through. And do it because the giant lobster head tells you to. For me right now, if you can tell by my voice, it's time for tea before I become Batman. Have a great one, and check out some good Blu-rays there. Let me know. Do a video response. Tell me Blu-rays that you think I should have in my collection. Maybe some that I haven't mentioned. Yeah, I'd love that. So, no, it's not a tag video, but whoever wants to do this, tell me Blu-rays that I need in my collection. Some stuff that I should have. And I love that. I love to see stuff like that. Maybe Lolita on Blu-ray. I would like that. I really love Kubrick. Yeah, I really do love Kubrick. Great director. Thanks, guys, and because the giant lobster head tells me so, and the kettle's crying my name, it's time for tea. Have a good one.